The next dream that I saw is I was given entry to a place that I was not supposed to be. So this is basically God reiterating. This is God confirming the first dream that I mentioned I had. All this is April 6th. I have sometimes a lot of dreams in one night. So I saw that I was given entry to a place that I was not supposed to be. A place where one might say, you could say Celestial's not qualified to be here. So I had absolutely no qualifications to speak of to allow me to enter in such a place. I don't have a right to be there. I don't have credentials to go there. And whatever protests that somebody might want to raise against me going into that place, yes, they would be right. And they would be right to say that that particular door should say close to me. But God himself came and he opened the door and then he said to me, go in. So I went in there and he seated me at a very long table that had been appointed very nicely, a very nicely laid table, very well set with a pristine white tablecloth. The Lord indicated to me where my seat was and I sat down and I was looking around, but I can't remember anything from this room, just that it was a very large hall and there were no other guests there yet. But I was let in and I was told to be seated for now. And then the Lord was speaking to me in my sleep. Yah said to me, I am giving my true children their birthright now, as of this hour. I am bringing my people into their true riches, the places I have prepared for them, to bless them and to keep them during the hour of testing. I am opening doors for my ministers to go into every walk of life, to shine the light of the gospel in dark places, and my spirit will be with them as they do so. I am setting the lowly in high places, even as I drag down kings and queens from their monuments. I will restore balance to the earth so that wickedness is not so high and righteousness is not so low. This means that there will be seasons on the earth yet for seed time and harvest, to harvest souls, and to seed the gospel into all nations. So this is what the Lord said to me as he took me into a very nice room, a room that people would say, she's not qualified to go there. Why does she get to go there? Well, because God opened the door and said that I could. And here are some things that we need to look at. And I'm going to incorporate things that the Lord has been speaking to me about as we are watching the high and mighty get embroiled in public situations. There are a lot of public figures besides the one that I have specifically mentioned in the prophecy. And the reason that those people that you need to keep your eye on, people falling in all arenas, all areas of life, is because I prophesied in, give me the time, Lord. Let's say September 2022. It was a broad month. I made a lot of prophecies. But the two prophecies that I always reference, one of them is called The End of the Way of the Wicked, and the other one is called The Way of the Wicked is Darkness and Thorns. And those two prophecies, the Spirit of the Lord was really burning upon me as I was speaking about how we have come to an era where God is going to shake this earth to such a degree that everything that is not fastened by the hand of God is going to lose its false grip and it's going to fall. When I say false grip, there are many people who appear unshakable. There are nations that appear unshakable. There are entire people groups, sections of society that appear untouchable. They seem that they are planted forever. They seem as if their roots go down to the center of the earth. And yet when it comes to the Lord Jesus Christ and his evening power, that means his power to balance everything out and make it even, you will find that in the space of a night, an untouchable will become highly touchable. An untouchable will become highly touchable. And the thing that clarifies what I'm saying here is the fact that you were told of these things before they happened. See, if I'm a gossip blogger, then what I will do is say hot news coming off the presses from my sources. Come in, come in. But I'm not doing that. What I've been doing is methodically reading out to you prophetic truth from the one who is the only person who can fulfill what he says that he will fulfill. So now that we are in the season of fulfillment, I will always bring the spotlight back to Jesus Christ, not to myself.